What's up guys? Welcome back to Geography Plus 100. If you're new to the channel, please remember to subscribe and gently hit that like button. For today's video, we're going to be focusing on how do we answer exam questions in geography. However, you can use these techniques for other subjects as well. In order to answer questions effectively in geography and in all subjects and just in life, you firstly need to know what the question is asking you to do, and there is only one way to truly know what the question is asking you to do, and that is actually to understand the command word. Let's start by looking at what are command words. Command words are words or phrases that are used in assessment to tell the students how to answer the question. Here are some examples of command words: describe, outline, explain, assess, evaluate, calculate, and discuss. Oftentimes, a student might know the answer to a question but fails to structure it correctly. Let's look at a working example for a few command words. We're going to start with the command word describe. When describing something, you should give an account by including all the relevant qualities and characteristics. Using a relevant case study, describe one initiative to make an AC city more sustainable. This question is worth 2 marks. Let's have a look at the answer. On the 17th of May 2022, the Elizabeth Line opened in London. The Elizabeth Line will increase the frequency of trains in the city, hence increasing the rail capacity by 10%. As it relates to the earlier example, using the command word of describe, I did not state the why, I simply gave 2 qualities of the Elizabeth Line. This is essential when you are describing. You are not giving any reasons or justification, because that would take you into explaining, which we will look at next. Explain means to give an account of the purposes or reasons. Throughout this video, I will be using one exam question, but I'll be changing the command word just to show you how your writing style or your answering style should actually change based on the command word. Let's look at the working example for explain. Using a relevant case study, explain one initiative to make an AC city more sustainable. This question is worth 3 marks. Let's have a look at the answer. On the 17th of May 2022, the Elizabeth Line opened in London. The Elizabeth Line will increase the frequency of trains in the city, hence increasing the rail capacity by 10%. As a result, more people will be able to get to work on time, which increases productivity. Since productivity will increase, London's economy will thrive. With this example for explain, I provided the place-specific detail for the Elizabeth Line, and I also stated the why, the impact that would have on London. Here are a few phrases that you can use when you're answering explain question. This means that, as a result, and therefore. For the final example, the command word is assess. Let's have a look at the question. Using a relevant case study, assess the successfulness of one initiative to make an AC city more sustainable. This question is worth 6 marks. At this stage, I will introduce some rules. These rules do not apply for questions that are asking you to outline, state, describe, and so on. However, these rules must be applied to other command words such as assess, evaluate, examine, and discuss. When you are asked to examine, assess, evaluate, or discuss, you should include a topic sentence and a conclusion. I will be doing a video on how to write topic sentence in geography. For the purpose of answering the question, I will write a topic sentence for you. Before we start, let's re-examine the question. Using a relevant case study, assess the successfulness of one initiative to make an AC city more sustainable. Remember guys that this question is worth 6 marks. The first thing that we're going to start with is our topic sentence. Let's have a look at the topic sentence. London, an AC city located in southeast England, has implemented many initiatives to try and make the city more sustainable. Now, for a good topic sentence, I will go in depth in the future, but just to point out here that I do have the case study, which is London, and I'm also stating what we will be answering in the question, has implemented many initiatives to try and make the city more sustainable. Let's have a look at the answer to this question. On the 17th of May 2022, the Elizabeth Line opened in London. The Elizabeth Line is highly successful as it increases the frequency of trains in the city, hence increasing the rail capacity by 10%. As a result, more people will be able to get to work on time, which will increase productivity. Since productivity will increase, London's economy will thrive. So that's just paragraph 1. Let's have a look at the second paragraph. On the other hand, since the Elizabeth Line costs approximately £18.9 billion, some people might argue that the initiative was partially successful. This money could have been used to develop other areas of the country, such as healthcare and education. Let's have a look at the conclusion. Overall, the implementation of the Elizabeth Line is partially successful since it increased the productivity, but it cost £18.9 billion. With this particular example, since the command word is assess, I ensure that I included a topic sentence, conclusion. I had the place specific detail, which is similar to the other examples that we did. However, this time I went in depth with my development, ensuring that I developed each point at least twice, and I also gave my own judgment. With assess, you must give your own judgment. Another thing to note is that I developed 2 arguments about the initiative as opposed to 1 for the 3 marker that we did earlier. Here are some key phrases that you can use when answering assess question. Greatly successful, partially successful, somewhat successful, successful to a small extent. All those are examples that you can use, and those will ensure that you're actually providing your judgment. Well guys, I hope that you found this video useful. Please remember to subscribe and give this video a like. If there are any other topics that you would like for me to cover, just put them in the comment section. Until then, see you in the next one.